What's up, Gunplan modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Models. How's everyone doing? Sorry about the mess that you see here, but I made a major change in my room. I'm still recovering from stuff that was moving around a bit. These need to go on a shelf or something like that. I need to rearrange some of the paints that just tipped over and all that stuff. And as you can see, the work table is a little bit more compressed, you could say, because you can see the lamp is now more closer to here than it was before. I was feeling a little uncomfortable with my room, or not my room, but more like my room setup. It was not properly well thought out, you could say. It had its merits, but after, now 6 months me living in this new apartment, how the tables were situated didn't come out right for me, especially when I do my work. So I rearranged the table, my work table, into the corner of the house, into the corner of my room. I took one table that had the spray booth, moved it to one end where it's now more accessible than before. When I was spray painting my model kits, I wasn't comfortable, to say. So like right now I'm here, my hands are in a comfortable position where I can actually build a kit. On the other table, the spray booth is right there, so I can now actually be more comfortable with my hands and have more freedom of motion. I'll have lamps on the side and all that stuff. Now that table has a mess around it, but I'm going to rearrange it a bit so I can have more, more room for work. Not to mention the fact that I always had a hard time removing the actual cover, or the front part of the spray booth, so I can then gain access to the reservoir of water, so I can clean it out and dry it out and all that stuff. It was kind of difficult because you have to move a lot of things. Things were falling on the floor, and I said to myself, no, this has got to stop. I think I have to figure this out. So this table is actually on the other side of the other table, but I have a shelf there separated. This room is not 100% rectangular, you could say. And then to the right of this, on the other side of the board, is actually my bed. I can actually throw myself into the bed and say I'm done, unlike me walking to my bed. I'm also using my smaller chair on this table. This table would be my work table, my demonstration, the assembly, whatnot, while the other table, the other table that's on the other side of the room where it'll have my spray booth, is where I'm going to be doing my painting, my paint station. All the paints will be there. And for that, I think what I'm going to be doing is that will be eliminated, not completely. I'm just going to eliminate all the paints. All the tools will be there, yes, but not the paints. The paints will go over there. But I think what I'll do is I'll keep the weathering products, the glue, and the Mr. Mark setter, the stuff they use to connect the apply your decals. So this will be for that, while the paints will be in its own place. And I've been meaning to buy myself one of those little paint station stands. I keep seeing them here and there. I don't want to buy a huge cathedral-like paint station stand. Just something like on the leading edge of the wall, where I can then put all the paints in a row and then just choose what I want. That would be the idea. This is technically something that I wanted to do for a while, ever since I moved here, and I said to myself, I'm not 100% happy with how it looks. And in all due fairness, as I'm looking at at my computer setup and the spray booth and all that stuff, it still needs a little bit of cleaning and a touch-up work here and there. I still haven't even put up my shelves yet. I haven't. It's ridiculous, and not because I don't want to. It's just that I've been lazy. And with, finishing up this guy, the Master Grade SD Strike. Freedom Gundam. As you can see here, it's a beautiful kit. Really nice. Yeah. You know what? I can't wait until the next kit comes out, which now has been announced, of course, the Master Grade SD Barbartos, which, right now, at this very moment, if you feel like it, you can go to HobbyLink Japan and pre-order it. It is now available. As a matter, hang on a second, because unfortunately now, with the computer on the over there, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you my room setup. I am planning to do a workstation review as soon as I get everything cleaned up. Hopefully I'll get it done by the end of this month, entering July. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Okay, hang on a second, I gotta go to my email. I should also maybe try to get another monitor here, a small one, to show off what's out there, like if I want to display it. But I'm just gonna post it on this video so you guys can see it. So we all know Barbartos, Master Grade SD Barbartos is coming out, and it has been slated for October release, and it's at $32.90. If you guys planning to order it, get your hands on it. $32.90, not bad. So that will be for October. And the other big announcement is the high grade GM shoulder cannon. Hold on a second. I don't want that. No, thank you. Shoulder cannon missile pod equipment set. That's the $1940. Sorry, that's from the Origins. Not the I kind of say Origins, but more like Kokuru's Dolan's Island movie. So yeah, it's amazing. It has so many option parts, really. But the missile pod setup is one of my favorites. Obviously, there's extra added-on parts if you want to put it on some other kits. But I have a feeling a lot of people are going to buy two of these. Seriously, I think somebody's going to buy. They're going to buy two of these. So those are the two new. We already knew these kits were coming. We just did not know when they were coming. And this one's also is slated for a November release now. Now, there are other kits that are coming out. The Metaverse kits, which, quite frankly, it looks neat, right? The Plutine Gundam is coming out in December, as well as the Gundam 00 Diver Arc. Both of those are coming out in December. So if you guys want to pre-order, that's for December for the holidays. Then for November, we have the Shin Burning Gundam, which, quite frankly, looks very neat. I'm kind of digging that color scheme. And the Cross Silhouette F-Kunoichi, did I say that right? I don't know. That's November. Then in October is the Integrated Law Gundam and Bill Strike Exceed. I think those will sell out very fast because, first of all, we're talking two entry grade kits there, under $10 each. They're coming out in October. Now in December also they're coming out with the massive Gundam Build Metaverse Large type. They have not announced or shown what it looks like, but based on the silhouette of the kit, yeah, some big meaty hands, and it's retailing at $67. So that is up to you guys if you're planning to get those or that. There's some Macross kits that are being announced, which, quite frankly, it's good, nice. 30-minute mission kits, 30-minute mission sisters is coming out. But the 30-minute mission kits, so now there are these new mecha girls called the RCB. RCB, I think it is? Acer. So hold on, ACERBY. Acerby. Is it pronounced Acerby or Arcerby? I think it's Acerby. Type A and Type B. So they're like mech girls. Not like the 30-minute Mission Sister kits. I like the option part set that's being announced, and there's this new little vehicle called the EX vehicle, Taiyaku Mecha version. Basically, it's a spider crab tank. Who does not want a spider crab tank? No other 30-minute mission kits other than these two that are being announced. We're getting, of course, series some Ultraman series figure kits from Figure Eyes. These Planosaurus kits, more dinosaur kits. And the one thing that I did decide to get, because I've never built one, and that's a lie. I did build one, but I never got into it. A lot of it was the Vodums, the Scoop Dog. Bandai has officially announced it being released. $21 for a high grade kit. Don't know what the scale it would be as a high grade, because it's not 144, it's not 100. It looks like a 135th scale, but it doesn't give you this actual scale. It just says it's high grade. So yeah, if you guys want to plan to get this, I'm going to provide the link to Hobbyland Japan. Please support my channel and click on it if you guys are planning to pre-order and getting it. I highly recommend it. So help me out to help the channel, and I'll try to deliver as best content as I possibly can. Okay. So yeah, my room is kind of like in the middle of in a little bit of a flux. I had to move a lot of things and move a lot of stuff that I was that I needed access to, stuff that I was able to find. There was something else that I wanted to say, but I was kind of I'll say it at another time, and not a big deal. My next kit, of course, continuing with the Summer of Freedom build, I'm going to start working on the real grade Freedom Gundam, this GCP, the China, is it pronounced GCP? I don't even know where I put it. I think it's the Gundam China project, or the China Gundam project. Well, yeah, it's that kit. So I'll be working on that in a moment, as soon as everything is cleaned up. And then I also bought two things at Gundam Planet, which this was like during the build of the Freedom, which I was like, oh, really? You guys have this? Well, I was surprised that they said they got this. I was expecting to getting this maybe in July. But speaking of Mobile Gundam Dolan's Island, Gundam RX-7702 Gun Cannon, the Dolan Island version. This is with the very nice looking gun cannon. Now I feel like doing a dual build with this, and I have the revived version of the gun cannon. So that will be neat to try to do that. Maybe I'll do that after the Freedom builds. Or maybe, I wonder if I can actually take the missile pod on this and put it on the other kit. I don't think that will work. And quite frankly, I don't think it will work because the design is a little different than how I remember. But yeah, I got this. Pretty neat. I also got this because when I was at Gundam Planet, I was like walking around, seeing things, relaxing my head. And I saw this kit at the store. And they had two more of that. And I go, dude, I didn't know you had this. Why wasn't this announced? Or why aren't you advertising this? The Destroyed Monster 1/200 scale from Super Dimensional Fortress Macross. I've always wanted to get this model kit for a long time. First of all, this is not the original kit. This is actually a reissue. It was reissued back in 2010. But they were telling me they had it in stock for God knows how long, and nobody bothered to look for it or ask for it. And then they just recently... Okay, so funny thing, in Gundam Planet they had a section for the Zabunglio, if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Those Zabunga kits, you know, that blue robot that turns into a car, and that red massive ship that turns into a robot. That one. Well, because the art style and the design is almost similar to it, this kit was in there. And since, you know, you walk around and you see the Zabunga kits, well, who cares about Zabunga kits? But you care for it. But when I saw this and my eye caught it, I go, all right, I'm getting this. I finally, after, I would say 30 years, 35 years, I finally got my hands on it. Granted, it's not the original brand, the ARII, I think it is the brand. I think it is, or I forgot the brand, the Japanese brand, but it's an old company that no longer exists anymore. But I guess, you know, it was bought out by Bandai. I would not mind getting that old kit, but this is the new one, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. I can't tell if this is actually a new mold, but it is a clean build. Water slide decals. Granted, the cannons is all in one line, but I was like, oh, this is my childhood also. Because again, I remember when I first saw Dimensional Fortress Macross, aka Robotech. I was like, oh, you know, amazed with all these kits and all that stuff. And I'm surprised I'm surprised that Revell did not grab their hands on that and, you know, made it available for us. Maybe Revell did it and then they never bothered to spread it out all over the place. But still, you know, I wanted that model kit, and I always kept seeing the magazines and catalog inserts for a long time, and obviously it was kind of like hard to find. Hard to find and expensive. It's usually running around $50 to close to $60. These guys had it for $38, and I go, okay, I think I can justify this. And not only that, I do have so I've been thinking of another diorama build using him, and I have a 1/200 scale armored Valkyrie. And I've been now looking to see if I can find myself one of the other Destroy kits at 1/200 scale. They do make it. I'm going to see if I can reach out to those Wise Guys kit. Not Wise Guys kits, I'm sorry. What is, let me go to Instagram, because they'll be on this. Well, yeah, I want to get one of those. At least either, it doesn't matter which one of the Destroy kits at 1/200 scale, just one of them would be fine. I've been thinking of doing like a nice little diorama scene with those three. Nothing too crazy, you know, but something neat. And hopefully I'll have it ready for MosquitoCon. Alright, well, that's pretty much a quick update. I don't want to spend too much time. I'm hoping to get this room done and ready to go, so that way you guys can see a little bit better looking at my room and whatnot. Click on the link below for Hobby Link Japan sale. There is a summer sale. It'll be they're offering 25% off shipping. I have a bunch of stuff that I actually had for quite some time, so I'll be getting those soon, and I'll show it off in another video. But click on the link and support my channel. I'd like to thank you, everybody who's watching this. I hope everybody's enjoying, you know, the beginning of summer. I hope you guys enjoyed my next videos that I'll be posting. And what can I say but stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.